This episode of Mohr Stories with Rufus Wainwright. Oh, yeah. That's brought to you by Stamps.com. They get to put their name on it. I dig it. When you're running a small business, your hours are not the traditional 9 to 5. You work around the clock. So the limited hours of the post office can be frustrating. That's why you need Stamps.com, my friends. Get postage on demand right from your desk whenever you need it, 24/7, 365, and then whatever amount of years would be 100. 100 is a thousand, millennium. Do it. Stamps.com. Buy and print official U.S. postage. Using your own computer and printer, get everything from stamps to shipping labels the instant you need it. Then just hand it over to your letter carrier. You don't need an expensive postage meter anymore. Only fools have those. Plus, you'll never have to go to the post office again. You can go other places. We use Stamps.com here at Fake Mustache Studios. We can do anything with it. We send out merch. We return fan letters. You know what you could do? Why don't you write a fan letter to Rufus Wainwright telling him you heard him on Mohr Stories? And then he'll say, hey, that was cool. What's Stamps.com? It's right here. It's in front of me. No risk trial, $110 bonus offer. That includes a digital scale and up to $55 free postage. Don't wait. Go to Stamps.com before you do anything else. Click on the microphone at the top of the homepage. Type in Mohr, M-O-H-R. That's Stamps.com. Enter Mohr.
Put your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
Well, I'd like to hear about it, potheads.
How the fuck you gonna know how to be great if you don't study greatness? Look at the game tape.
Donuts.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you're not a bad-looking man, Mr. Gals.
But you are, Blanche. You are in that chair.
There's something wrong with us. Something very, very wrong with us.
Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, yeah.
Clear your cookies. Come on, guys. Get the jmohr.com up on your toolbar. And when you go to jmohr.com, click the Amazon link. Then you can buy anything you want for yourself. Buy yourself a present. Hooray! I've been good. Now I'm going to buy myself something on jmohr.com using the Amazon link. Do it. Email me what you bought. I will read it on the air. Go ahead. Clear your cookies and put jmohr.com on your toolbar of your computer and click on that whenever you want to go to Amazon. Thank you. By the way, this hotel, I don't know if you know it, I believe used to be an assisted living old folks home.
Oh, really? Well, I'm about ready for that. So it's good to be here. I've been on the road for a while. Ooh, see, that's my catheter. That's my catheter.
That was Angie.
Yeah.
Is it a mobile cath? Have you seen those commercials for the mobile catheter?
Yeah, it's mobile and running away from me at the moment. No.
Have you seen those commercials? They actually have commercials for like my old catheter was such a hassle, but now I can cath on they use cath as a verb.
Oh boy. Well, okay.
And when you tell
Let's
that
change
guy,
the subject.
All right. Well, you brought it up. In all fairness, let's tell this guy that's probably enough tape. We're not redoing medicine. Thank you, brother, very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are a big get for us to have on the podcast. I told you off mic, my wife and I actually listened to Beautiful Child, picking our son up from the hospital.
Yes.
I showed you the video, which I'll now have to put up on the website. You seem to like New York more than LA. Is that fair?
No. I've on this last album actually, I have a really nice song about LA called "Sometimes You Need," and my daughter Viva was born at Cedars in LA, and she's going to be mostly centered around here. So with her mom, and so I'm going to be spending a lot more time in LA, and so I better like it. But no, I love New York. I love New York, but I don't know. I like being in the same toilet for like 4 days.
4 days?
Yeah, give me the same toilet for 4 days.
4 days,
I'm happy. Bro. Yeah.
It seems like, New York seems, I've lived both, and it seems like there's definitely an energy in New York that isn't here.
No.
There is there's no there. There is a there here.
Yeah.
It's just a very ambiguous, hard to pin down.
I think LA is about the people and the weather, but that's about it. It doesn't even have a third thing. But it is. Well, the history's pretty interesting. But
what
it
about
is
the Lakers, Holmes?
Oh,
you messed up.
Okay, I hate LA.
Now the truth comes out.
No, I love it here. It's great.
It seems like anything bad people have to say about L.A. is like this odd compliment. They'll say like, "What are you going to go out to L.A. and relax and do yoga and chill out?"
Yeah,
Like,
and get healthy and.
I didn't know that was so terrible. 20-year-old angry guy that's bothering me outside Dwayne Reed Drugstore on 14th Street.
Or go out and party in a hot tub and do horrible things.
What are you going to be
terrible.
Illicit in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
You could be illicit in the desert on a farm. There's everything here. I didn't mean farm.
Yeah, try being
farms.
illicit in upstate New York.
I
And get
guess.
back to me on L.A.
Yeah, your neighbors are like,
Yeah. In Albany.
ugh.
Yeah.
Whenever you announce your tour dates, do you immediately get besieged on your website and on Twitter like, when you coming? And they name like their town? You seem pretty interactive with them.
Yeah, I'm so excited for this tour because I'm playing Arkansas for the first time. I've never even heard of Arkansas, and so I'm excited to go there. And certainly with America in general, below the belt, as I like to call the South, you're kind of I don't get to play those places that much. So I have been really looking forward to seeing that and experiencing that, and I'm probably fooling myself.
Do you?
Arkansas is where hope and teeth go to die.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment of Arkansas. That's what I said, not Rufus. You got to go see Rufus, but I will
Noah's
never.
Ark is in Arkansas.
Noah's Ark is in Arkansas,
Yeah.
and
That's why
where
nobody's
teeth
found it. You had
and hope.
Harrison Ford running around the Middle East.
Do you feel as
Darn.
when you
It
go?
says it in the name. It was Saw and Arkin.
Do you? I never even thought about that. That's why you're the writer. Do you feel when you go to those places like Arkansas, and I know you're playing Riverside and Milwaukee at last, of course.
Yes.
Are you sort of like this beacon, this lighthouse on the hill?
I am proud of my. I have other friends besides you, and believe it or not, but other artists like my friend Anthony from Anthony and the Johnsons, and also my friend Jason or Jake Shears from the Sister System. And these are guys who are really interesting and amazingly talented, and travel the world, but don't particularly do much in America. Yeah. And I'm, even though I wouldn't call myself a household name at all in this country, I have made an effort to somewhat, to be present, I guess, in the discussion in this country, and I'm proud of that, even though I haven't, conquered it by any means. But it is, I like the fact that I can go to these weird places where people really need me.
I danced around it, and you say the people that really need you,
yeah.
and I kind of danced around it, but I won't be shy. I mean, when you play LA and you play New York, there's many people like you.
Yeah.
And when you go to Arkansas, like how many kids, like you at 15 years old, how much would you have loved if a guy like Rufus Wainwright rolled through town and said, "Hey, this is okay. This is a celebration.
I know. They're going to change the name of the state.
Rufus Saw?
Wait, yeah, Rufus R. Rufus R. I think it's important to get out there, and especially this year, or this month, one should say, with the election coming up, and all of this insanity about this debate performance that all of a sudden changed.
I thought you did good, man. I don't know, they're beating you up for it. I thought you did good. But do you feel on stage, can you tell, not to get surreal, can you tell this is a collection of people this is going to sound fucking stupid, and I apologize, but can you tell this is a collection of people? Because we saw you in Long Beach, and it was a very motley crew.
Yeah,
it was old, young, straight, gay, white, black. But when you go to like the woods, can you tell like these people sort of come out of their homes for this?
There's people who come, they've got hatchets in their back and missing limbs and digits from having torture.
Yeah, Honey Boo Boo crew.
Yeah,
it's really you've been a victim of torture.
Completely catatonic. So no, and then they
is it just another gig, or is it?
Well, no, it's not. It's not, because it is. I will say this, and I've been playing. I just did Europe. I just did Australia, and I did Europe recently, and I will be doing Japan hopefully soon. So I've been around, and I will say that hitting the States again, there is something about the audiences here that I don't know. They it doesn't happen all the time, but nobody gets rowdier, nobody gets more kind of enthralled,
Yeah.
and really involved, and as I said, it's not all the time, but it is. The barometer is high, whereas in Spain, you're generally going to get, an amazing crowd. In America, you never know when it's going to hit you, and
Is it because
and it hits
Americans
you
are
hard.
are they more jaded? Are we just more
They're
like
crazy.
we just like we want to hear the
They're
hits?
nuts.
We
they're
just want to hear
they're either really depressed and don't want to talk to anybody, or they want
fat
to kill you
or real
with
fat.
sex.
It's a real fat. We
I
saw
love it.
you in Long Beach, and you were one of the only people.
Extremes.
You were. I'm not. You were. It was the most talent I've ever seen in person.
Oh,
You
that's very
did Leaving for Paris,
Yes.
and I began to cry. And then you stopped about a bar in and said, "I'm doing that wrong. Let me start over." And I
Yeah.
looked at my wife. I said, "I'm crying at the part he did wrong." And then
I knew you were crying, and I was fucking with you.
you're like, "Hold on, yeah."
I could tell.
Hold on. Let me let Jay get his act together here.
Yeah.
Then, but you were doing on that tour. I think you really were really polishing up the sonnets, and you asked the audience
Yeah.
to not applaud between about 3 or 4 songs.
I
and
did
for the
that then.
first
Oh my
time in
God.
my life ever, an audience didn't ruin something.
Yeah.
You're the only guy. You go to Broadway, some
Yeah.
assholes getting a Rollo wrapper out of their bag.
Yeah.
Audiences ruin everything. You're the only guy to pull that off.
Yeah. Well, I have to say, I mean, I don't think I'll do it again because it would just be a little bit presumptuous.
Do you want us to clap in between sentences here?
Only you.
All right.
Clap.
I'll clap.
Clap with your butt cheeks.
Okay.
But
he knows me.
but I enjoyed that tremendously, and I do actually think that applause, not applauding at all, is I don't know, it kind of mounts the tension and the experience. It makes it you can really lose yourself better.
It was bananas. There's always one guy that'll forget and clap,
Yeah.
and you're like, this fucking guy. He just said, but I mean, it was a good, what'd you say, 20 minutes, and you could have heard a mouse peeing on cotton.
Yeah.
Like it was absolute silence, and it deserved it. It was
thank
good
you.
stuff. I
Thank
mean,
you.
no one else is putting Shakespeare sonnets to music. When you write, do you hear the music first? Do you have the lyrics first?
Well, obviously I have the lyrics first because Shakespeare wrote them. I mean, you're talking about the sonnet.
in
No.
other
When you're writing music
when you wrote
to the
Shakespeare,
sonnets,
'cause
do you
that's
have the lyrics or music
Breaking
first?
news on Mohr Stories. Rufus Wainwright wrote Shakespeare. You got some checks coming your way, buddy.
I know. I retroactively wrote all
Holy
of Shakespeare's
shit!
works.
You're about to get paid
tomorrow.
That's a big ass check.
Um,
Do you, when you write your songs, is it music first? Is it a hook? Is it a lyric first?
It is. I don't know. It's usually some horrifying experience that nobody should have to go through.
So you try to construct a song around the experience.
That happens, or I just see myself in the mirror after eating a lobster, and then song comes out. I'm like, well, at least I can do this.
But do you try to lobster
a little
comes
bit
out.
later.
Do you try to
hopefully.
construct a song around a vibe? Is it a horrible experience? I know you.
No,
you're half joking.
I mean, I definitely the person you see on stage is the same person backstage, and I definitely have used songwriting to kind of. It's an extension of my life, and I don't really. I don't experience a lot of I don't dry up much, with inspiration. I don't know. I if anything, I could do a little bit more, emailing or something instead of songwriting. I mean,
No,
I'm
you're
more
not
apt
missing-
to write
you're
a
not
song
missing
than to
anything.
reply to even you.
I'll accept that. But do you hear do you hear a song like when you're walking down St. Mark's Place or something?
Yeah.
Do you hear a hook or do you hear? Is there a is it a phrase? Like what sparks it usually?
I am periodically visited by the muses often, and I'm very lucky for that. I mean, I do consider, and I don't consider it something. I mean, I think it stems from the initial thrust when I was young of I want to do this and I want to be a huge star and I want to write an opera and I want to be Judy Garland, and I kind of really spent all my time just hacking away at that beast. And but now after doing it for a long time, you develop some pretty thick artistic muscles, and it becomes part of your being. So I just suggest utter insanity for anyone.
This episode of Mohr Stories with Rufus Wainwright. Oh, yeah. That's brought to you by Stamps.com. They get to put their name on it. I dig it. When you're running a small business, your hours are not the traditional 9 to 5. You work around the clock. So the limited hours of the post office can be frustrating. That's why you need Stamps.com, my friends. Get postage on demand right from your desk whenever you need it, 24/7, 365, and then whatever amount of years would be 100. 100 is a 1,000, millennium. Do it. Stamps.com. Buy and print official U.S. postage. Using your own computer and printer, get everything from stamps to shipping labels the instant you need it. Then just hand it over to your letter carrier. You don't need an expensive postage meter anymore. Only fools have those. Cool. What's Stamps.com? It's right here. It's in front of me. No risk trial, $110 bonus offer. That includes a digital scale and up to $55 free postage. Don't wait. Go to Stamps.com before you do anything else. Click on the microphone at the top of the homepage. Type in Mohr, M-O-H-R. That's Stamps.com. Enter Mohr.
Put your name on it. Just put your name.
Plus, you'll never have to go to the post office again. You can go other places. We use Stamps.com here at Fake Mustache Studios. We can do anything with it. We send out merch. We return fan letters. You know what you could do? Why don't you write a fan letter to Rufus Wainwright telling him you heard him on Mohr Stories? And then he'll say, hey,
That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
Well, I'd like to hear about it, potheads.
How the fuck you gonna know how to be great if you don't study greatness? Look at the game tape.
Donuts. Oh, yeah!
Hey, you're not a bad-looking man, Mr. Gals.
But you are, Blanche. You are in that chair.
There's something wrong with us. Something very, very wrong.